Alright, we're going into Scrims Row here, a map that must be run in every NA scrim, otherwise you wouldn't be able to call it a scrim at all. Blue team here, we're looking at Armin, Dio, and Flappy, 3 members of my team, against the in-house players for Guangzhou. I can't see the lobby, so I can't see the team names, so I'm just going to stick with red and blue again. I think it was Rich and something else. Alright, blue team setting up on defense here. We've got a Reinhardt Sigma double shield comp with the Genji McCree. They've been favoring this comp all evening long with the BAP and Brig in the back line. Red team looks like they're going to be running a full dive here with a Winston, Ball, Genji, and then an Ashe on the hit scan, looking to take the high ground probably on an off angle with a Mercy to pocket that Ashe and a Moira to follow up with the tanks. Moira's a tough support to run with a dive comp because she has trouble keeping up with the tanks, but let's see if they can make it work. Red team has gone ahead and actually used their Winston bubble early. Oh, that was a bit of a tricky play there. Now they're switching off to a double shield. Genji McCree, so they were trying to mislead blue into thinking they were running dive. Smart. Wow, Hawk manages to deflect the blue team's fire strike and kill their Baptiste with it. That's going to cause blue team to back up immediately, and they're doing a good job of kiting back. They're going to have to give up some cart progress here and hopefully recontest when their Bap comes back from the spawn. But without a Lucio, I don't know if he's going to make it back on time. Is blue team going to try to recontest here? They're pushing on, and they do get there in time. Flappy gets pinned, though, by an aggressive pin from Hudson there. And Easy Clap now getting eaten alive on the point for blue team. Immort is out from blue, and Dio's managed trying to get some kills in the backline, but unfortunately he's not able to do so. So that deflected fire strike was basically all she wrote for that first defense from blue team. As a Reinhardt main, I've done that plenty of times myself, and I can relate. So now red team pushing up very aggressively, trying to take this streets phase, basically take a fight off the cart, trying to get as much progress as they can while the fight is still going on in the front line. Red team just has their Brigitte sitting on cart alone as the fight is happening in this corridor here on the second corner of streets phase. Blue team pushing up nice and slow though, taking their time, making sure they don't take a lot of chip damage on the way in. Red team window comes out right in front of blue, and Conman goes down to Hudson's fire strike. Easy Clap manages to take out Penguin, and Dio takes out Sky, so red team is really going to go ahead and just clean this fight up very quickly. That window fire strike combo, so huge. That's 150 damage on anybody that it hits. And Hudson with another big fire strike. Hudson really putting work in for the red team here. Those fire strikes on point, cleaning up kills. And unless blue team manages to do something miraculous here, that's going to be all of streets phase. Red team, just as they should, holding up close here, holding at this corner, trying to get the cart all the way in before blue team even gets a chance to contest it. Blue team's going to push up, and they're going to just toss a fire strike and not going to try to contest it here. Sky going to pull out that high noon just to make sure. Blue team going to go ahead and use window and rally here. I guess they're going to try to win this fight early and get red team off. But red team just goes ahead and kites back around the corner, waits for those ults to end. Hudson with a big slam here as the Reinhardt. Flappy and Dio go down to the slam, but they do not die. Armin does. Now red team following up with a blade, although Dio trying to flash that Genji doesn't quite get him with it though, and Hawk is going to go ahead and clean that up with his blade. This so far has been heavily in favor of red team, and they have been just pushing up, taking aggressive position. Hudson making big plays on the Reinhardt, and the DPS following up just nicely. Red team now just sitting back on cart, getting as much progress as they can, as they know they're coming into the territory where blue has major spawn advantage, and they need to win this fight. Blue also has the ult advantage here, so this should be their time when they're able to stabilize. They're looking for a slam here. First the Sigma ult's going to come out, he gets 3 with it, and they come on down. Immediately red team's supports go down, and main tank. A little bit of an over ult here by blue team, but I don't blame them as they need to stabilize. They flash the enemy Genji, and they take him down. The blade did come out a little bit after the play there, so that's going to put red at a little bit of an advantage coming into the next fight, but not a huge ult advantage. All they've really got to work with is a window and a Sigma ult, and then they've got the high noon in the pocket. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Sigma ult get combined with the high noon here. Blue team working with basically no ults here, although they do have a high noon to work with. Fire strike volleying back and forth here. I love to see that. as the main tanks get ready. Here comes Window from red team. Here comes High Noon from blue team, and the Sigma ult from red as well, but nothing dies yet. Immort, though, coming out, and then Conman going down for blue. And the off tank also falls for blue. Main tank falls now as well, and then a headshot from Sky to take down the blue team Brig. That's a nice shot there. Blue team, McCree trying to back out to spawn, but he doesn't quite get there in time. If blue team goes fast characters, they might be able to contest as Easy Clap swapping to the ball. He's going to come out and grapple onto point. Let's see how long he can survive out here. There's an immortality for blue team. Blue team now coming back in numbers. Flappy Sack on the off tank, taking that off angle, but red team's going to go ahead and bust Blade and try and take him down quickly, which they do. A good dash there to take down the Doomfist as well. Huge slam from Hudson there to finish it up, as Hawk was able to get 2 more kills with his blade in that slam. So blue team did have a little bit of a chance to recontest there, but unfortunately the Immort went down quickly, and then the blade from red team managed to clean up after the shatter really well. Blade did come out first, but the big swipe was following up on that shatter there. So Hudson really a driving force behind that push. Main tanks really make the difference in this game, and you really like to see that type of play when you're on the attack as main tank. Now Easy Clap going to look to take over here as blue team is on attack. So we'll see what they can do here. We're gonna be looking at mirror comps again. Almost Penguin on defense is gonna be on the Lucio, whereas we've got the BAP on attack. Normally you'd see the Lucio on attack because you want to chase down kills on attack, whereas on defense you're a little bit more stationary. So actually Penguin swaps off the Lucio. Looks like he was just getting them out of spawn quicker. He's actually running BAP as well. So exact mirror comps, Ryan Sigma, Genji McCree, and BAP Brig. I expect Dio again to just shoot a sonic arrow and then swap off to the McCree, as that's been his character of choice so far in this scrim. Let's see what happens. Five seconds, and we're starting this attack. Red team going to put a shield up high so that Dio can't get that Sonic off. That's a heads up play by Udi right there to block off the high ground, make sure that any snipers that are up there can't get any kind of early picks, and then put the shield down quickly. Udi puts his shield up, which allows Hudson to swing a little bit, although they're not really in range yet. Hudson looking to swing early, get aggressive, and get that ult charge early, which you see up there, 33% ult charge already. Blue team pushing through Hotel now. They're going to come around back. Red team's BAP jumps back a little bit to get a better position. Dio with an off angle on that Ashe, trying to get kills here. Unfortunately, no kills coming in for either team yet. And Armin goes down for the blue team, as does Mystic. So red team, a couple of really good kills there. Hudson looking to pin in and clean this up here. Dio trying to get out, but he cannot. He gets rocked by Udi's accretion. And a good first hold by red team here. The Brig was the first one to fall for blue team, and in a close range comp like this, in a close range situation like in the Hotel, when your Brig goes down, you're already at a huge disadvantage. So blue team looking to come in again here and see what they can do. Hudson's got ult, Clap coming up to ult here, and Hawk has the first DPS ult in this match. So red team in a good position to hold here as well. Let's see what comes out first. Window coming out for blue team right away. Window coming out for both teams. Immort's out for both teams. Easy Clap goes down for the blue team. Immort goes down for the blue team, as does their Baptista. They're not going to use any more ults here. They're just going to clean this up by pushing up aggressively, as off tank goes down for blue team as well. So they managed to, both teams used Window there, both teams used Immort, and it was just a matter of, I guess, who landed the shots more quickly, as red team seems to have done. Genji also dashed in to clean up really nicely. And we're looking at 2 Genji ults here. You're looking at 4 support ults and all of your tank ults coming up here. This is going to be a big fight. Let's see what happens. Red team holding right out in the open. They use Rally. Blue team uses their Sigma ult, but Sky gets lifted up during his High Noon. Might have put him at an advantage, actually, as he's able to take out Easy Clap with that. Now we're going to see a shatter coming in from red. A huge slam. Armin's going to die in that. Both the supports are going to die in that. And Hawk, again, with the combination with the shatter, managing to get huge value out of his blade. Hudson really putting in work with his shatter plays here. Hawk's going to deflect that one, but doesn't get anybody. Hudson putting in huge work with his shatter plays here, really giving his team his DPS opportunities to follow up. And now we've got a Sigma ult coming in for red, but we still got a Shatter and Blade coming in for blue. This is blue's fight to win right now. Easy Clap's shield is already getting low, and red team gets caught in a Sigma ult. They get slammed down to the ground, but the Immort's going to go ahead and save them. Immort going down. Here comes the Blade from blue. 1 kill with it. Here comes the Shatter. He gets 2 with that, but Hudson pins him from behind and manages to kill the... manages to kill the red team Reinhardt, in spite of the fact kill the blue team Reinhardt, in spite of the fact that he got the Shatter off. Although they were already up in numbers, and it did not matter because the rest of the team cleaned up. Flappy Sack managed to do a lot of damage, and he's already 50% to his next ult. So that big Shatter by Easy Clap, even though he wasn't able to follow up on it himself, between that and the Blade, they took that point. So great ult economy there from blue. That's exactly what you want to see. Red team window coming out early here on this next engagement. Accretion Rock shuts down Flappy Sack's eat. And red team taking a good amount of position here. Dionys is caught out a little bit as Ashe, and he's going to pay for that as he gets killed quickly. Now blue team Reinhardt being chased off to the left. Genji chasing him, but blue team's Brig goes ahead and saves his Reinhardt, as a good support should do. And now we're looking at this fight coming through the initial choke of Streets phase. A Sigma ult coming out for blue, but a huge slam again from red. So both tank ults getting a lot of value there. Immort's out from red. And Bob coming out from blue. Bob's in the backline now. This is dangerous. Let's see if he's going to get any kills. Hawk, though, with a huge blade. He gets 2 kills with that. Flappy Sack taking down Hawk, but all that's left for blue are their 2 tanks and their Brig. Genji coming out of spawn now, so I think they've got to wait until the next fight here before they can try to push. Red team repositioning, hoping their spawns get back. Blue's going to initiate quickly here with a rally. Genji dashing in, and a window coming out from blue. Sigma ult coming out from red, gets everybody with it. A huge slam. Immort saves them, though. And the window out from blue. They managed to pressure down red. A big fire strike from blue to take down Rooster. I'm not sure if that fire strike went through the window or not, but the window was enough damage, and in that sort of small corridor right there, there's not a lot of room for red team to back up and avoid the damage from the window, so that's a really good use of window by Conman there. And they're in a position here to win one more fight and take Streets phase. They're not going to push up too aggressively here. They're going to let red come in and recontest. Both main tank ults coming in here, although blue has both tank ults, so they are at a bit of an advantage ult-wise. Red's going to go ahead and touch cart here. Now both Reinhardt's shields are low. Easy Clap gets a big slam, and the follow-up from Mystic on the Genji Blade. Immort is out for blue, although that goes down quickly. Blue is up in this fight, although they've lost their main tank and their DPS. Now a Flappy Sack gives out his Sigma ult, and he follows up on it well. Window out for red team, but I don't think they have anybody that can really follow up on it, as their BAP goes down and their Sigma follows quickly. All that's left now for red is their Genji, and he is doing his best to contest the card, but it's a 4v1, so blue's able to take that point. Now red team backing up here, doing their best to stay alive and not feed any ult charge. As blue team looks to push aggressively, tanks out in front of the rest of the team. Tanks backing up now, regrouping mentally, waiting for this next fight. They're gonna looks like red. Oh, a big slam from Hudson, but unfortunately he doesn't get anybody with it. And window comes out from blue. High Noon comes out from red. He doesn't get anybody with that. Immort's out from red, and that goes down. Bob now out for blue, buying them a ton of space. And red team is now... Nope, blue team caught in a Orisa slam. Red team's Blade comes out. Hawk in the backline, swinging on blue team supports, takes down Armin. Easy goes down in the front. So does Flappy and Dio. And kills coming in for red team now, and they clean that up nicely. That Blade in the backline there, really quickly took down the blue team supports, and that was it for that fight. Coming into 1 minute territory here, where blue team's looking to try and finish this map. Red team finished with 3:38 on the clock. Blue team coming in with Blade, and all red's got to work with is their window. They're going to bust that window very early. Oh, and a big fire strike through the window. They managed to kill Brig and Hawk. Blue team now pulling out Blade, trying to turn this fight around. Easy Clap pinning in. Mystic getting kills. Blue team is going to go ahead and turn this fight right around, in spite of the fact of those 2 early kills. And Rooster just alive now on point for red team as blue team. Oh, Sky coming in with the Tracer, trying to stall, and they're not going to be able to do it. So in spite of the fact that that window managed to get them 2 kills right away, they still used Blade and an aggressive Rein charge to turn that fight around very quickly and get the point in. I might be thinking of that backwards. I'll have to watch that VOD again to see if I actually casted that correctly. Maybe the window got kills for the other side, and then the Blade just cleaned it up. Maybe I'm just dumb. I'll watch it later.